Okay guys, so as you can see, I have 15 soil pods that I made up, and I use them all. I mix up just my own special blend of seed starting soil and peat moss and a little bit of other things. So the seed starting seems to be a pretty popular topic on the internet, so I decided I want to go ahead and do a video series on that. And the soil pods are really good for aquaponics and soil gardens. Just because a soil garden, you plant your seedlings, you don't get any root shock, and in an aquaponic system, you can just take the grown seedling and just rinse it off in the water, and you just have a nice, healthy root ball underneath there. So for this video, or this video series, we're going to do three different kinds of seeds. This is jack-o'-lantern pumpkin. I want to do that and just put it in the beds and see what happens. Over here we have 5. jalapeno plants, and then I had a submission on my Facebook fan page about what they wanted to see in a floating raft, or I'm sorry, in a flood and drain aquaponic system. So we're going to go ahead and do sweet corn. So all right, well, I'm going to go ahead and get these planted, and I'll come back to you in just a minute. Okay, so here are the pumpkin seeds. Just kind of pushing them down in the little hole there in the soil pod. And these are the jalapeno peppers. Just throw them right down in the hole. And finally the corn. Okay, now that I have the seeds inside the soil pod, I'm going to go ahead and just give them a good misting with my spray bottle here. Just get the tops nice and wet. Put a little water down inside, just to wet the seeds a little bit. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cover each plant with a little bit of vermiculite, just to kind of give it a top there. You can use regular dirt, but I find that the plants just have a little bit easier time coming up from a little bit of vermiculite. So go ahead and just put this on the top. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and use my spray bottle one more time, and I'm go ahead and give these quite a bit of water. So, okay, so now that I have the seed tray and the seedlings all nice and wet, it's nice and moist inside, I'm going to go ahead and cover the tray with this lid here. And then I'm going to move it to my heat source. So I'll come back to you when I have that set up. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to do is move my seeds onto my heat source. Now you might not need a heat source. I probably don't, because this room is about, it's a little colder now because I was leaving the door open, but this room stays about 80 degrees. So I have this thing clicked on low, and yeah, it's already warm. So I'm gonna put my seed trays, or my seed tray, onto the mat. Okay, so now I have the seeds on the heat source, and I have the cover on. It's really wet inside there, so it should get nice and moist inside, and nice and humid, and I should see like condensation start building up on the lid probably within the next couple of hours or so. So, but I want to show you what the finished product is, and it's really these. This is a green bean. And you can see some of the seeds coming out the bottom, but this is pretty old, and it is ready to go in the ground, and we're just about there. So if I wanted to put this in an aquaponic system, I would simply take this, dump it in a barrel full of water, and just rinse all the water away, and just have a really healthy root ball left over. So that's a green bean, and then this is just a tomato. And yeah, there's a little bit of roots coming out, but that's okay. I can just plant this directly into the ground or wherever I want. Shouldn't have any root shock or anything like that. So. Okay, so I told myself that I would give the tray about as much time as it took me to edit this video before I go ahead and just end it. So you can see a little bit of condensation building up on the lid. I'm not sure how well this tray is actually going to get, or how well condensation is going to build up on this tray, just because before I just used the small Jiffy pot tray things, whatever. But this is just what I had laying around. So. By any means, this is not the best way to do it. This is just how I happen to do it, and I like doing it this way. It's not that much work, and I like making these soil pots. So anyway, guys, subscribe to the channel. I'm having a real good time building this channel up. Don't forget the fan page on Facebook called HD Aquaponics. And if you have any questions or anything like that, just send them over. And I will be updating you guys here again real soon.
Okay, and go.
Oh, it broke.
Damn, because it went in perfect.
Well, that one fell apart.